Hey folks, what's going on today? Welcome back to Matt's Casual Cooking. We're going to be making spaghetti pie. A very fun and tasty dish that you can make any time of year. So we're going to go over all the ingredients and how to put it together, and let's get to it.
Alright folks, so we're going to go over the ingredients that you're going to need today for this very tasty meal. So initially for the crust, you're going to need 4 ounces of spaghetti. You're also going to need 1 tablespoon of butter or margarine. You're going to need 1 beaten egg. You're going to need a quarter cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Now for your filling, you're going to need 8 ounces of ground beef, chicken, turkey, sausage, whatever kind of ground you would like for this. You're also going to need a half a cup of chopped onion. That's about a medium-sized onion. So, but if you have a small, I wouldn't worry about it. You're also going to need half a cup of chopped bell pepper. You're going to need 1 clove of garlic, and you're going to want to mince that. You're going to need half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, and you're going to want to crush those. You're also going to need 8 ounces of tomato sauce, and just 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. Now for your hardware, and what you're also going to want to set aside, is you're going to need a 9-inch pie pan. You're also going to need a cup of ricotta or low-fat cottage cheese. Now, if you're going with cottage cheese, you're going to want to make sure that you drain it before we put it in here. And then you're also going to need half a cup of shredded mozzarella. So we're going to go over the pasta and the meat first, and then I will see you then. Alright folks, so for the spaghetti, just go ahead and cook it per the directions of the package, and that's all you have to do. And then once that's done, go ahead and drain it. Now, we're not going to wash it with cold water, so once you're done draining, go ahead and return it to the pan and set it off of the burner, and then we'll actually go to the next steps after that. Now for your meat, go ahead and initially put your meat, veggies, and your fennel seeds in here and cook it until the meat is nice and brown and the vegetables are nice and cooked too. So then once you've done that, add your tomato sauce and your oregano and just set it off to the side for the time being. So we're going to go, so once those are done, I will see you at the next step for the spaghetti. Alright folks, so our spaghetti is done and I've already drained it. Now as you can see, you want to go ahead and take it off the heat and you want to put it back in the pan that you were cooking it in. So go ahead and add your butter first and just stir it around and melt it. Cut that. Shouldn't take too long. The pan's still kind of hot. Alright. So then what you want to do now is go ahead and add your egg mixture or your beaten egg into this. And also you're going to want to add your Parmesan cheese. Now once you've done that, again, just go ahead and stir, and you want to just get a nice combination on this. Just coat it really well. So then once you're done with that, we're going to set it aside. The meat is done, and we're going to go over now how to put together. So I will see you then. Alright folks, so you can see I've got my pie pan out, and you're going to want to go ahead and grease it with a non-stick spray. So then take your noodles Just going to dump them in there for a minute. Now all you're going to do is take like a wooden spoon or a spatula, and you're just going to push the noodles around. Try to break them up a little bit. And what we want to do is we kind of want to push them, you can see, against the side to kind of form a crust. Now just do the best you can with this. If you don't get it 100%, don't worry about it, because we're actually going to put the ricotta on next to kind of form like a second crust kind of deal. So alright, so you can see I've got it up the sides. And that should be good enough. As you can see, yeah, I've got a nice middle section here. Don't worry if there's any gaps there. That's not going to be too important. So just try to cover them up though the best you can. Alright, so we've got our initial crust here. Now go ahead and get out your ricotta and we'll move on to the next step. Alright folks, so you can see I've got the ricotta on here now, and all we're going to do, like we did with the pasta, just kind of spread it out up to the corners. And if you need like a butter knife, or you think a spatula would work better, be my guest. I'm kind of out of spatulas right now. Used them a lot this week. So just gonna push it up the best you can. Alright, so we've got our ricotta nice and spread out. So go ahead and take your meat mixture. Just go ahead and dump it out there. And again, just spread it around. Alright, so now that we've got the meat mixture, go ahead and take your cheese and just spread it out. Spread it out on top. Just make sure you cover everything and kind of get to the edges. Let's get tossed. Alright. I think we've definitely got enough cheese on here. So now turn your oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to cook it for 20 to 25 minutes, or until this is heated through and the cheese is nice and bubbly. So go ahead and put it in, and I will see you after it's done. Alright folks, so you can see the pie is done. We've got a nice cheesy crust on here. You can see it's nice and bubbly. Now this has been setting off of the heat for about 10 to 15 minutes to kind of help it set in the pan. And that would be your best idea before you serve it. So if you enjoyed making this recipe today, like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I want to thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your summer, and I will see you next week. Take care.